This is Common Sense. I'm William Ferguson. And with the Olympic Games in full swing now, and the media focusing on the sister of Kim Jong-un, who happens to be the director of propaganda in North Korea. And they were demonizing Vice President Pence for not standing or shaking her hand or kissing her butt or whatever he was supposed to be doing. Rather, he ignored her, which I would have done the same thing, to be honest, because it's more of a statement of saying, I stand with your people, not with those in power. Kim Jong-un is a dictator. He is a cruel, evil dictator. He is starving his people. He has people in imprisonment, in work camps, in concentration camps. He doesn't feed his people, but yet he sits in his little palace or whatever and gets fat. And I'm sure that his sister is enjoying the power that she has as the propaganda minister. So why didn't the media here in the United States speak of positive about Vice President Pence? Why didn't they say, I understand that Vice President Pence doesn't want to involve himself into this North Korea things going on because he disagrees with it. He does not agree with the slavery, the impoverishment, the starving of the people, and whatever other cruel things that Kim Jong-un is doing. Why? Well, it seems because of the election here in the United States in 2016 that the media doesn't want freedom. They want imprisonment. They want concentration camps. They want to be the propaganda of the United States, lying to the people. Lying. Everything is fine. Even though you're living in a concentration camp, starving to death, everything is great. And yet, is that what they really want? Is it? It seems as though they do, because they're really brushing up on their lying. They've been lying about half of everything, if not more. And it makes me sick. We here in the United States enjoy freedom. We are free to make as much money as we want. All you have to do is work at it. Put out some effort. If you need to go to college, go to college. If you need to go to a trade school, go to trade school. Depending on what you enjoy doing is where more than likely you will end up being in the workplace. That's not how it is in North Korea. In North Korea, they just tell you what to do. Whether you like it or not, that's what you do. Here in the United States, we have a voice. We can speak and say we don't like what you are doing, but we do like what you are doing. In North Korea, they don't have a voice because Kim Jong-un thinks he's right about everything. He's not. In fact, he's probably wrong about everything. In this country, we can travel wherever we want. We can eat whatever we want. In North Korea, they can't travel at all because Kim Jong-un doesn't give them any money. He takes it all. He doesn't feed them, so they can't eat. Even if they wanted to, most times I bet they can't eat. And I think he does it because he thinks that he is some kind of God. that he is the ruler of the world. He's not. He's on his way to insane, really. He's pulling this, oh, I'm going to nuke you if you don't pay us off, like he was doing with Obama and before Obama even. And President Trump ain't going to put up with that. President Trump said, I don't care. I got a button on my desk too, and it works. You want to see it work? Keep pushing. Just keep pushing. And I know that neither the North Koreans nor the Americans want to have war. What we need is for Kim Jong-un to step aside. Him, all his goons, and everybody just step aside. Let the South Korean government take over North Korea. And let there be a republic. A real republic. So that capitalism takes over and the people prosper. And the country prospers. Just like here in the United States. But even here in the United States, the media, the liberals, they don't want prosperity. I don't know why. They just don't want prosperity. And when I think about it, the liberal Democrats are always saying, whoa, it's the top 1% that makes all the money. Okay, if you press out all the top 1%, okay, they're gone. Because they have the money to just up and move. So they take themselves, their money and everything, and they go somewhere else. Okay, then who are the top 1%? Okay, that top 1% then decides they're not going to do it either. So they up and move, take everything that they own, including the money. And it finally gets down to where the people that are screaming and crying about the top 1% become the top 1%. And they are the ones that are making all the money in the United States. Are they the ones that are going to forfeit their money so that some kid they don't even know can go to college and not get a job when they graduate because the corporations are gone? They've been taxed out of the country, or they've been taxed into bankruptcy? What would happen? Would the liberals say, okay, here, you can have some of my money. Here, I'll gladly pay for your college. Really? Would they? That's what they're leaning toward, is a North Korean type dictatorship. That's what they want, it seems. And I guess they've been reading books about Stalin and his regime, or perhaps Hitler. Perhaps if Hitler were to be resurrected and come here to the United States and say that you can only be blonde-haired and blue-eyed to live here, then I guess that the liberals would back him up, even though they were killing him, if they didn't have blonde hair and blue eyes. It's ridiculous. It's really ridiculous that we live in such a free country, and yet the liberals, the Hollywood liberals, the political liberals, even the courts, they want to destroy the freedom that we have in this country. And I don't understand why. I don't understand. Except that maybe they figure they can sell the country to somebody else, and then everybody has money. That's in the propaganda ministry and the embassy or the castle or whatever it is that they have after they sell the United States. But then whoever sold it would probably be put into, probably a concentration camp or a work camp, and then they'd have to do something or get killed and starve to death and all the rest of that. So I just don't get it. They don't use common sense. The liberals have lost it. They have just lost it. They have lost the idea in the meaning of freedom. They have lost the idea in the meaning of work. I don't think they know what work is. I was a blue-collar worker my whole life. I worked, I sweat, I broke my back. I did what I had to do. And I doubt that these politicians in Washington that are so liberal, they don't understand that. People in Hollywood, they don't understand that. Liberals, they just don't understand it. They don't understand what it means to work. A day's wage for a day's work. Not here. I'll just take money. And it's sickening. And yet they want to let these criminals into the country so that it can be destroyed more. They think by letting these people in the country they're going to get more votes. They don't have any policies. They don't have a clue. They have nothing. And they are jealous as all get out that President Donald J. Trump is leading this country back to prosperity, to safety, and to greatness. They hate it. They can't stand it because it's his policies, not theirs. So I ask that you pray for the leadership of this country, that they will follow God's word, that they will stand strong in their morals and their integrity and guide this country back to prosperity and security. Thank you for watching. I'm William Ferguson for Common Sense.